That's how you stop it. Hey guys, I know it's been a while, but we're finally getting to the upgrades on this blaster. What I'm doing today is just removing the stock pipe off of it. I got to undo that clamp and then a bracket there and off the head. And I'm going to take this exhaust up to the farm and cut it, because supposedly there's a cone inside this stock pipe which restricts the exhaust. So if there is a cone in there, we'll take it out, weld it back up, and that will allow this engine to breathe a lot better. And then we'll wash the bike and change the stock reeds out with some V-Force 4s and change the head out with a high compression head that I have for it. And then we'll see how this thing runs. Alright, we got the exhaust out, and listen here. There's definitely something in there. So, like I said, we'll cut it, pull that out, put it back together, and let this thing really rev out. Take a look. We're going to take a look at this piston, see how it looks. Alright guys, so we got the pipe out of the bike and we're up at the farm. I got where I want to cut marked all the way around. There's, I do believe, like a screen right here. That's what's making that rattle noise. That was a plug weld. There's a little pinhole there. There's one on the other side, and then same here and on the other side. I think there's like a cone up in here also. If there is, once we take this out and we can see it, we'll cut this pipe again, pull that out. That way when we weld this back up, this thing will flow and have no restrictions. And then the welder we're going to use is this Miller-Matic 200. It's an older MIG unit, but she welds really nicely, so hopefully we can get it tuned up where it will just lay butter down on this guy and not have like holes. But yep, I'm gonna go ahead and cut that, and then I'll show you what's inside. Alright, so we got it all cut, and there's that screen I was telling you about. Still kind of attached in there. Alright, so this is everything we've taken out so far. As you can tell, we had to beat these two pieces out because they were still actually intact to the inside of the pipe. One side was down here because we went ahead and cut it off, and then the other was on this side. But this is the one that was making the rattling noise. It came right out. But behind this wire mesh, they have some fiberglass packing, probably to help keep the noise down. But then this part, there's that cone I thought was in there. We're going to take that out, and that's going to really let this exhaust flow. So we'll work on removing that, and then we'll start tacking this back up together and welding it up. There is some wire mesh in here, but this is really intact. We're not going to mess with it, so we'll leave this part alone. But yep, working on it. We'll take that out, and then we'll start tacking these back together and have a complete exhaust again. Alright, so I'm getting ready to tack this thing back together. We got the cone out and the little pieces that was around it. Had to use the torch. It was the quickest and easiest way to do it. But that cone really restricts the exhaust flow. This is going to really help this blaster out. I had to cut it one more time because this piece went all the way down to the knuckle where it connects to the muffler. So, and I got the other section of the pipe outside currently cooling down because it got really hot using the torch. But gonna go ahead and start tacking this thing back together, and hopefully it goes well. Alright, so I got it all back together. There's all the pieces I took out of it. All welded up. We'll take it down to the house and get it painted. So we're back down at the house. Went ahead and rinsed off the blaster and the PW80. The PW80, we got new air filter, new fenders for it, and a new shock, because the shock that's on it now, it's starting to bottom out, and obviously it's not meant for my size. It's meant for a child. So we went ahead and got an upgraded shock. Hopefully it works out good. And then like I said, new plastics and air filter for it. And then the blaster, got it rinsed off also. Got the pipe painted. It looks like stock again. We'll put that on, but before we do that, we're going to change the head out with the high compression head I have and the reed cage with the V-Force 4 reeds. And then we'll put it all back together and start it up and see how this thing sounds. Alright guys, so went ahead and took the stock head off the blaster. As you can see, there's been nothing done to it. I think I might have cleaned this up just a little bit, but I really didn't polish it. You can see a major difference between this head and the stock head. And granted, the blaster was designed for a child, not an adult, so I can see why they detuned this engine the way they did. This head here kills a lot of power, and this head here, I think you pronounce it toroidal. This is supposed to favor, I do believe, the mid power range. They have a Hemi head that's meant for top end, but I went with a mid power because I would like to actually run this blaster in a couple hair scrambles. I think it'd be a lot of fun. But this is supposedly supposed to double the horsepower of a stock blaster. As you can see, I went ahead and did my polish of the dome here. We're gonna go ahead and put this guy on with fresh head gasket and get the blaster all buttoned up. Alright, so we got the stock reed cage out. We're gonna put these V-Force 4s reeds in. Now with the V-Force 4, there's a 10.5% more reed volume, I do believe is what they said. This is going to allow the bike to get more air, along with better crisp throttle response, and should be a lot better than the stock ones. So we're going to go ahead and throw those in. And I got the new head on, all torqued down, and almost done. Hey guys, got the blaster all back together. I'm gonna start it up. I already did a little start up, made sure everything was good. We'll start it up, let it warm up a little bit, and we'll do a little bit of ripping around, see what kind of gains we got. Right off the bat, you can tell there's a totally different sound to this piece. you have it. Seems to be running really good. There's a little lag, could be with the jetting. But once she gets up in the RPMs, man, she rips pretty well. All right, bud, you coming? You coming? Come here. Here, hop up. Oh. Cross your legs. Cross them. Uh-oh, you got snow on that one. All right, ready? Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, don't worry, we got plenty more coming. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comments and I'll answer them the best I can. If you really did like the video, please hit that like button. If you want to become a subscriber, you can subscribe over here. If you guys want to see the latest and greatest video, you can click over here. But I really appreciate you guys tuning in, and I'll catch you guys next time.